The cutter. First, we'll use the T-tool. Hook the tool into the edge of the white rubber strip and pull upward to remove. Rotate the strip facing the smooth surface up and then replace it back into the slot. Use one of the handle tools to tap the strip back down into place. Next, we'll use the flex handle ratchet. With this tool, loosen all the bolts that hold the blade in place from left to right. Once you've loosened all the bolts, remove all but 3. Leave one in the center, one mid-left, and one mid-right. Push both buttons of the two-hand control to bring the blade into the down position. Now you can remove the final 3 bolts. Next, we'll use the 2x4. Pressing it between the blade and your body, raise the machine to the up position. Now the blade is detached. Remove the blade and place it down flat on the countertop with the sharp edge facing you. Now you're ready to grab a sharp blade. For your protection, all blades are to be mounted to wooden planks during transportation. These planks protect you from the sharp edge of the blade. Now place the sharpened blade onto the cutter's countertop with the sharp edge facing toward you. Each sharp blade is labeled sharp on the tag. Remove the tag by unscrewing the bolt that holds it in. Then proceed to remove the remaining 2 bolts. It is these bolts that keep the blade attached to the wooden plank. Now take the wooden plank and tilt it upward so the blade slides out onto the countertop. Now take the blade handles and screw them into the dull blade. With the handles in place, lift the dull blade and place it onto the wooden plank. Now take those 3 bolts and proceed to screw them through the blade, attaching them securely to the wooden plank. When attaching the tag that initially came from the sharp blade, flip it over so the dull side is facing up. Now remove the handles from the dull blade and attach them to the sharp blade, then move the dull blade out of the way. Take the new blade by the handles and tilt it so the blade is facing downward. Then lift and place the right side into the machine first, then the left side. Once the left side is in place, slide the blade all the way to the left. Now remove both screw handles and place them off to the side. Once again, take the 2x4 and press it up against the blade using your body weight. Carefully using the 2-hand control buttons, tap them to bring the clamp down incrementally until it covers the blade. Now, just as shown, use the flathead screwdriver and the 2x4 to align the blade's holes with the clamp's holes. Now, one by one, you will be able to attach the primary 3 bolts, one in the middle, one mid-left, and one mid-right. When screwing these 3 bolts in, be sure not to over-tighten. Once the 3 bolts are in place, proceed to screw in the remaining bolts from right to left. Now use the two-hand control buttons to raise the blade into the open position. This will reveal the final hole that the remaining bolt goes into. Ensure that this bolt is fully tightened. Now it's time to level the blade, and for this we'll use the monkey wrench. Both sides of the cutter have leveling arms. Start on the left side by loosening the large bolt on the bottom of the leveling arm. Once the large bolt is loose, loosen the leveling arm itself. Once the left side is complete, do the same on the right side, loosening the large bolt on the bottom and then the leveling arm itself. Now lower the blade to the closed position. With the blade in the closed position, go back to the left side of the machine, tightening the leveling arm first, then the large bolt on the bottom to lock it into place. Do the same for the right side, tightening the leveling arm first, then the large bolt on bottom that locks it into place. Now it's time to test the blade's accuracy. Place a strip of chipboard onto the cutting area, then run the blade through a full cut cycle. If the strip is cut evenly, the machine is now ready for production.